This is Sparta!
Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we've got a brand new Tier 10 tank. That's right, you guessed it. The E50M German Tier 10 medium tank extraordinaire. Now you guys know I love the Patton, so the E50M is another Patton-esque tank. It's a big bodied medium. This one has a lot more armor around the chassis of the tank, not so much on the turret. But it's very Patton-esque in the fact that it's a big-bodied medium. It's got a 105 that's outstanding, and the only difference really as far as the two tanks are concerned are the fact that the E50, I believe, is larger, and therefore the camo would probably be less. I didn't compare them, so maybe I shouldn't say that because somebody will inevitably point out that I am wrong. But I love you guys. Anyway... E50M is a fantastic tank so far. I have only gotten a chance to play a few games in it. I was tired and slept in today, so didn't get a chance really to throw out a whole lot. But we are in a game, and we just happen to be put on a team with Pac-Man. You guys know him. We've had him in a couple videos before, but just one of those nice little friendly things that happen. Now, because the E50 has mobility, I mean, if you're watching, we're doing 56, 57 kilometers an hour. This thing will probably do 60 flat out over better terrain. But, you know, that's where the advantage comes in for the E50. It is a larger tank, but it also goes a lot quicker than the M48 Patton. The M48 Patton literally gets up to 48, and that's it. It's like 40, 49 maybe downhill. And it doesn't seem like 10 kilometers an hour would make that big of a difference, but believe me, it does, especially when you need to defend yourself against some of the faster mediums out there. But here we get into a very, very aggressive forward position on this map because we know the majority of them are going to be going to the hill. They get the short side of the hill, so it makes sense for them to push the hill, and we can get here. Now you can see another E50M next to me. By the way, what did we call the E50M? I have come up with Cunning Wolf. I like it. I like Cunning Wolf. For the Germans out there, please translate that. Put it in the comments if you can. I know there's a couple of you out there, so if you could translate that, that would be great. I guess I could probably use Google Translate and do that, but, you know, the engagement, guys. That's what it is. I'm trying to engage you. I'm totally not lazy, I promise. But the E50. So... the view range on the E50 is less by 20 meters than the standard Patton. The Patton gets 420 meters, we get 400. That being said, I'm running chocolate and coated optics, therefore, plus the spotting perks and whatnot. And as you can see, we've got a nice little buffer zone between what I can spot and what can spot me. So, in theory, we should be okay. Now, we had the Sheridan here early. Luckily, some fellas moved up and they did their thing, and I don't know if he killed himself. I wasn't really paying attention, or if somebody killed him. But either way, he's down. So we are going to, and I tell this guy here, do not drive through the base. We don't want to trigger, and what does he do? He drives through the base. Basically, all that does is say, hey guys, you're being flanked, turn around and start shooting. And I don't like that. I like sneaking up on people like this E50M that's turned around and facing broadside on to me. You know, I don't like making a fair fight if I can avoid it. You can see we're getting tagged by somebody who's got a little gun. He didn't do a whole lot of damage. I would say that's probably a Russian tank. And sure enough, we do... oh, nope, that's a waffle. Switch to high explosive, Spartan. Yes, I do carry a few high explosive in this tank. Why? Because of situations like this. Shot out. 553 damage. I'll take it. I'll take it. You know, that's more damage than you're ever going to get out of the AP rounds, and 499. So 2 back-to-back, that's 1,000 damage right there. Now I get tagged, so I go ahead and swap off. I'm not going to be able to get much into the waffle. Go back to my APCR standard rounds, and we don't need a premium round to put the waffle down. There it is, 292. He's down. We do back up. We avoid a nice APCR coming in hot. And E50M, we tried to put it through his turret, and we are just taking rounds left and right. But the good news is, it's an E50M, which means as long as you're not stupid, you can actually bounce some rounds, which is nice in a medium tank, because you're going to be getting hit. So if you can bounce a few of them, it does come in handy. We're not doing the greatest. We got 5 spotted targets hit, though. Here I try to put it on the side of his turret, and I bounced again. So I go ahead and load the heat. I'm like, you know what? I am putting rounds through this guy's turret one way or another. I will kill this man. And he goes down by somebody else's means. So I don't really need my heat rounds. Spartan, swap away from heat. Come on. Don't go up and shoot something that doesn't need heat. Oh, look, oh, and we derp into the ground. So, you still have some derpage at distance. I didn't look at the stats as far as accuracy goes, but it seems to be a pretty accurate tank. I haven't had too many misses. 391 right there. You're going to be averaging right in there. For a 105, that's pretty average. 400 damage is about what you're going to get per shot, give or take. But this Object 140 needs to die, and we put another round on him, put it right through his track, and it did stop him momentarily, but he fixes that, gets back, and then gets Death Starred. Oh, I hope that was a large repair kit and cost him 20,000 silver to repair. Or, you know, those are the moments that I just love. When you track a guy, he repairs it, and then gets deleted anyway. You know, I love it. But we're keeping on the pressure. We're still pushing up, pushing up. Good Lord, Spartan, do you even English? All right, but we're pushing up. We're keeping guys lit up for our team who have been supporting us relatively well. We've got 6 spotted targets hit. It's not amazing, and here we're trying to get that thread the needle shot into just the tippy top of the turret of the Death Star. Can we get it? No. Okay. Oh well, it was worth a shot. It would have been a good time to snipe a kill, but he's on the backside of a ridgeline, so I literally had to aim at the top of his turret, so unfortunate, but it is a thing. So we have a Jag E100 and an M48 patent. Time to get into some fights, right? It's time to distract some folks so my buddies behind me can shoot them, because I'm not pulling up in front of a 17 centimeter gun unless I can hit him without being shot, preferably. I just don't want to get shot. He can easily kill me. Patton can two-shot me. I have to be careful. So we're going to stick to the back of the ridgeline. We've got another Jag E100 on the other side of the map. So we're just sticking to the back of the ridgeline, coming up where we can, put around. Oh, we derped it. Derped it. Tried to put around to the side of the M48, but now we've got his undivided attention, right? So now he knows what we're doing. But watch this cheeky shot here. Pow! Right into the commander's hatch. Just perfect accuracy sometimes in this gun. I love it. I love German guns when they work. Because they can be so incredibly accurate. And here again, just pop up. We're rushing the shots a little bit because I don't want him to load a heat round and shove a 17 centimeter round through my turret. That can and will happen. Oh, there's the bounce. All right. Unleash the dogs. Go get him. And down he goes. E3. Oh, you tasty, tasty morsel. I'm just going to go ahead and start flanking up the left side because this E3 is going to have bigger problems to worry about than me. He gets nailed right there for 600. I'm pushing up. I'm like, all right. As soon as he stops turning towards me, which is right now, I just cut in and I'm auto-locked, so I put a round on him as soon as it clears the thing. And behind him I am. I am behind him. What am I, Yoda now? Jesus. It is just one of those days. I don't know what I'm doing. Now here I'm talking to the Death Star. I'm like, hey, are you going to shoot him or you want me to? Sure enough, he shoots him. So, sweet. Don't have to waste a shot. That being said, I definitely would have killed him if I wanted to. Totally wasn't waiting on a reload. But, you know, it is a thing. Now, the Jag is hiding behind a rock or a dead tank or something, so I didn't have a good shot there. So we're just going to swoop down, using the rock for cover. And at one point, I was thinking about going straight down, but then I realized he was backing off, which means he's probably turning directly towards me if he knows what he's doing. And I stick my nose out. Sure enough, when I spot him, he is facing my direction. And that's no bueno. But look at my team. Look at where they're at compared to me. Other than the guy that's directly behind me, they should be able to do some damage to this guy. And I'm just going to try to keep him spotted, try to keep him to where he's shooting at me. And then they should be able to just flank him and take the heat off of him. So, again, I'm trying to bait him into a shot, because if he fires at this angle, he's not pinning. He's just not. He might damage my track if he gets lucky, but that's about it. But, yeah, so they move in, and he shoots right there. I put one into his commander's hatch again at this range. That is a phenomenal shot. So then I move up to try to get a better shot to where we can actually hit his bottom plate or anything like that. Unfortunately, I don't. So we try to put another round on the commander's hatch, and then the team moves in and absolutely deletes him. So we end up with 11 hits, 6 spotted targets hit, some track damage, some spotting, just all kinds of good stuff, right? 4,200 damage, 2,600 assisted, 1,400 blocked, and 2 kills. Not bad at all. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.